Hi everyone. It's been a month since May core update was rolled out. As you all know, it was a massive update, and I believe by now more or less things are settled down. Hence, I just wanted to share the details of all my sites and also the details how this particular core update affected all my sites. So let me take you through the details. For statistics purpose, I am going to anyway share the details of all my 10 sites that I own. However, my primary focus is going to be on only those sites which are earning maybe at least $100 or above per month. So let's get into the details. To start with, site 1, you can see here in the month of with respect to May core update, I don't see huge impact. However, this site was partially hit during November 2021. As you know, there was another core algorithm rollout in the month of November 2021. At that time, the site got affected by about 20 to 30%. If you see here, this is the place. From November, after November last week, there was a decrease in the traffic. You can see here, and from here on it's been stable. Again, there was no sign of recovery. Primary reason I found after my analysis is I lost lot of snippets during that time, but since then it's been stable. Of course, about 10% up and down has been going on, but after May update there was no any significant decrease. Of course, there for 1 or 2 days there was some volatility, but again it's been more or less stable. So this site has not much affected. I think there was about 10% of impact on the traffic after the update, but I think 10 to 20% is something that you should always expect, plus or minus, upwards or downwards, whenever this kind of core updates get rolled out. So site 1, I conclude no major impact as such. Then site 2, this is nothing much to talk, as I told you that this is not making much of money, and earlier also the traffic was not great, so it's not worth to discuss about this particular site. Site 3 actually got affected. If you see here, it was getting about nearly 200 to 300 clicks per day, and after update suddenly it gone to about 100 to 120. So nearly for 50% of impact on this particular site, 50 to 60% impact on the traffic of this particular site. That is site 3. And site 4 also got affected, more or less same quantity. If you see here, it was getting about anywhere 300 to 400 clicks per day. Now it is about 150 to 170, about nearly about 50% impact on the traffic of site 4 as well. Site 5, this site also got badly affected. You can see here. So initially itself it got affected about nearly 60%, and then afterwards also it only started going down. So far no major signs of recovery for this site also, but only thing is earlier also this site was getting only about 50 to 60 clicks per day. That means if you look at the absolute value perspective, not so significant. However, with respect to percentage, there has been a significant impact. That's suppose site 5. Site 6, there has been a dramatic change with respect to the statistics of this site. If you remember my monthly income report, I told you that this is the site I am a bit concerned, and because this is the site on which I was hoping very high. I have very high hopes. Even now I believe that this site is my the next primary site with respect to earning in probably in next 6 months of time. And also I believe that I have been doing right things with respect to this site. Hence I was very sure that there will be some kind of a recovery for this particular site. If you remember, I mentioned this. You may go back and check my last monthly income report. As I expected, initially it has gone down, the traffic has gone down, but then immediately there has been some recovery. Of course, again the recovery has not been 100%. If you see here, immediately there was about 60 to 70%, 70 to 80% recovery was there. Again it's slightly gone down, again there is a slightly upward trend. So the things are still volatile with respect to this side, but it's not as bad as it appeared in the initial days. If you see here, immediately after 25th, nearly 30% traffic went down, and then it was slightly recovered, but again it went down by 50%. But if you see here, this was in the first week of June. This is the point where I got little concerned. Almost 70% of traffic has gone down, literally. So I was wondering what really went wrong, because from the fundamentals point of view, I was very confident that this site should not get so impacted so much. Then, as I was anticipating, as I was expecting, things started coming back. You can see here from, I think, about 10th of June onwards, or maybe second week of June onwards, the things actually started coming back, and there has been a recovery. I would say about 70 to 80% recovery happened, but still the things are not stable. Still, I see that one day the traffic goes down, another day traffic comes up. I believe probably in few weeks of time things should be clear for this site, but I'm still confident that the site will do from the long term point of view. Even though the traffic goes down in this core update, still I believe that things will come to normalcy in sooner or later. So I'm going to continue putting my all efforts onto this particular site. That's about site number 6. Site number 7, this is the site actually now my major concern. You can see here the traffic literally gone down by about 80%, and there is absolutely no sign of recovery. And this site was making about $400 to $500 every month. So if at all I am worried about any of the sites in my entire portfolio, this is the only site. That's about site number 7. Site number 8, as you know, there were no much earnings, and traffic was also minimal. Hence, this is I don't want to even discuss much about this particular site. Site 9, this is about 7 to 8 months of old site. It was slightly doing well in last couple of months, and again I think it got affected severely. But when I analyzed the details, I found that nearly 50 to 60% of URLs got de-indexed. I'm not sure what is the reason. Probably that would have contributed to the reduction of the traffic. So I am manually now submitting all the URLs once again in the search console. I believe once they start, they all get indexed, probably some of the traffic may recover. And site number 10, this is a case study website that I have been sharing all the details with all of you. If you are not yet watched the case study, please go and check it out. This is the public case study where I am disclosing all the details, including the URL. This site also got affected, you can see here. But then in the second week of June, I saw some signs of recovery. Again, it gone down. So that means still things are not very stable with this particular site. Of course, the volumes are not so high. Hence, even the smallest change in the numbers will actually show significant impact with respect to percentage. Hence, not much worried. I will still give some more time and see how things get settled down. So this is the Google Search Console data of all my 10 websites. As I mentioned in my last monthly income report, I acquired 2 more sites in the month of May. I haven't shared those details here because I still need to review the complete data of that particular sites. Now, coming to the summary, out of all these sites, if you see, site 1, not much impact. Site 2, I'm not much bothered. Site 3, yes, there is an impact, but about nearly 50%. And site 4, nearly 50%. Site 5, yet it got severely impacted, but this is the 90% product review content. Hence, at some point of time, I know that this will have some kind of an impact because of the Google core update. Hence, not much surprise. Site 6, yes, I was very concerned, but now I see that positive signs, things are coming back. Site 7, as I said, this is the surely the point of concern for me. Site 8, not much worried because no traffic. Site 9 and Site 10 are relatively still, I think, low traffic sites and relatively new. Hence, the only site that I am really concerned about now with respect to this Google update is site number 7, which got severely affected, and also the revenue was about $400-500. I think most of the revenue get vanished in this particular post this update. Hence, if I have to look into the details of in deep, this is the site. And you may ask me, site site 4 and 3 also got affected by 50%. Normally what happens is, whenever this kind of massive core updates happen, the recovery will take longer time. That means probably in next weeks and months also we may be able to see some kind of a volatility in the SERP results. It may not be as significant, huge as we witnessed in last few weeks, but still there will be some sites that will slightly get recovered. There will be some site where traffic will further may go down. Hence I want to give little more time, and I am hopeful that these two sites will may recover at about maybe another 20 anywhere from 20 to 30%. If that happens, overall impact is only about probably anywhere from 20 to 30%. And whenever these kind of major core updates happen, I think we all should anticipate about 20% of change in the traffic, plus or minus, upwards or downwards. So if the sites settle down at about, let's say, 20 to 30% of decrease in the traffic, I think that is very normal. So about the data, and with respect to actions, as I mentioned, no actions as of now. Continue with current approach. Current approach is basically publishing the good quality content for low competition keywords. So continue to do analysis and identify low competition keywords and publish more content, and just stick to the same approach. And then also hope for some recovery either in next few weeks or months, or maybe some sites may even take time till next update. Most likely, I think typically the updates will happen in last quarter of in almost all the years. So I believe probably sometime in November or December there should be another update. So if not many sites got affected, I think I prefer to wait rather than taking any decisions in hurry. So that's my basically my approach, as well as the summary of all my sites post core update. I just wanted to share the details with all of you, because I have been getting some queries about what I am doing, what actions I am taking and all that. In summary, no action, because this is a massive update. I don't think we have seen this kind of an update in last few years. Hence it will take much longer to completely settle down, and probably it may take few months also to see some reversals and all that. As I mentioned, overall impact seems to be minimal or reasonable, in the reasonable range. Hence I will just continue doing what I am doing. But only thing what probably I may do is I may go little slow for next 2 to 3 months after me. As you know, I have been publishing about 60 to 70 articles. Probably I will bring down that quantity till I further see some clarity on almost all the sites, and then I will once again increase the pace. That's about it. So if you have any comments, please do mention in the comment section, and also please do share how the latest status of all your sites post core update. Happy to, basically very interested to know those details. Thanks for your time. Bye.